Chante's Monarchs, Silver Jacket, fire, Silver Jacket, fire.
What's up, everybody? So today I am talking about the 1956 Topps set. I'm going to give you my top 10 cards in my collection, which is convenient because I only own 10 cards. And in the background you obviously see Mickey Mantle. This is his autograph. I actually met Mickey Mantle a long time ago when I was a kid. I remember shaking his hand, and I don't need to get this authenticated because I was there. And this between 1949 and 1956 was the golden era, especially for New York in terms of baseball, where New York represented 14 out of 16 participants in the World Series and won all 8 of the World Series from 1949 to 1956. So to get right into it, at number 10 is this Gus Triandos card. Gus Triandos was a 4-time All-Star, mainly with the Baltimore Orioles. You can see here clearly in terrible shape. I think it probably had some tape on it at one point. It looks like somebody it was on there, and then it looked like maybe it got ripped off or something like that. So I'm just going to put this in the background. And then at number 9 is this Roy Campanella card. I believe that this might have been the first vintage card I ever owned. And just for you boys and girls that weren't around when I was a kid, but I specifically remember buying this at the Rockaway Mall in New Jersey. I think there was actually 2 baseball card stores in the mall. So if you can imagine that, like baseball card stores actually in the mall. And I remember buying this, forgetting about condition. I was like, oh, in the Beckett it's $50, but you're selling it for $5. I didn't know that much about, the importance of condition back then, but you could clearly see that there's rounded corners. But Campanella, still an awesome card. He was one of the greatest catchers that's ever played, and the Brooklyn Dodgers won the World Series in 1955. But just to talk about the 1956 Topps set for a second, in early 56, Topps purchased Bowman, and because of that, they basically had a monopoly on the market, on the baseball card market, from 1956 all the way to 1981, when Donruss and Fleer finally came out. And just a beautiful, beautiful set. Probably one of my favorite sets of all time. It has 340 cards and then 2 unnumbered checklists. Even though they finally had a monopoly and they had pretty much all the contracts, you might notice that there were some notable players still left out of the 1956 Topps set, such as Stan Musial. The 1956 Topps set, not to be confused with the 1955 Topps set, which I always, as a kid, got confused between. This is the 1955 Topps set, and this is the 1956 Topps set. So, just to move along, at number 8 is this beautiful Monte Irvin card. And Monte Irvin was a Hall of Famer with the Negro Leagues and won the World Series as part of the 1954 Giants. Next up, and you'll notice a lot of the guys that I have here were part of those Brooklyn Dodgers, New York Giants, New York Yankees teams, and Gil Hodges, again, was one of those guys, was part of the 1955 World Series Dodgers. At number 6 is this beautiful Elston Howard card. It's PSA 7. And the Yankees won the World Series in 1956, getting revenge on the Dodgers from beating them in 1955. The Yankees won in 56 in 7 games, and it was also the year that Don Larson pitched the one and only perfect game in the World Series. At number 5 is this Robin Roberts card. Robin Roberts, not part of one of those New York teams, but still a Hall of Famer, and this one got a 7, and is one of my favorite cards, and part of the reasons why I love this set is cards that look like this. If I can get it to focus, there we go. At number 4 is this Duke Snider, again part of the Brooklyn Dodgers, and part of that 1955 World Series Brooklyn Dodgers, and yet again another Hall of Famer, this one a 5.5. Next up at number 3 is the this Hank Aaron, again, obviously not part of the New York teams, but the funny thing is that the Milwaukee Braves defeated the Yankees in the 1957 World Series. So he ended up actually winning the World Series the next year, not in 1956, but in 1957. At number 2 is this Yogi Berra card. And Yogi, I was looking up Yogi. It's crazy to think about. He was part of 21 World Series and won 10 as a player, and then 3 more as a coach, which is just crazy, just absolutely crazy. So there's Yogi Berra at number 2. So. You guys may see possibly where I'm going with this at number 1. So you can see here Mickey Mantle in the background. Mickey Mantle in 1954, and I don't know why I never realized this. I have no, it's just one of those crazy things that I never realized. Mickey Mantle obviously had a Topps card in 1952 and 1953, but because he had an exclusive contract with Bowman, did not have a card in 1954, and then in 1955, if he did have a card, maybe it might have looked like something like this, as part of the 1955 set. But he did have a card in 1956, and just wanted to show you guys, this was number 1 on my wish list, and I recently picked it up, finally pulled the trigger on a card that I've been wanting to get since I can probably remember collecting baseball cards. And here it is, guys. At number 1, obviously, probably number 1 on anyone's 1956 Topps set list, is this ridiculous Mickey Mantle card. This is graded a PSA 7. And Mickey Mantle you could probably understand why he's grinning ear to ear. Yankees win the World Series in 1956 in 7 games. Obviously the perfect game by Don Larson. But then on a personal level, Mickey Mantle was unbelievable. He won the Triple Crown. He hit .353, hit 52 home runs, and drove in 130 RBIs on his way to the Triple Crown. And honestly, probably one of my favorite cards of all time, if not my favorite card of all time. Just love the photo of Mickey Mantle, and in the background you got him diving, into the stands, and then you got his sort of his autograph down here. And just an amazing vintage card. And here is the back. And I don't know if seeing this on video gives it can do it justice. I guess you would say, but this is an unbelievable PSA 7. For a PSA 7, it's one of the nicest PSA 7s I've ever seen. And you can see here the corners are really crisp, the edges are really nice, the centering's really nice, and one of the nicest cards in my collection. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my video. I love doing this stuff and love posting these videos, love to hear your comments, and love adding to my collection, and really, really thrilled and feel blessed to finally add this to my collection. I knew I was going to do it one day, so I figured why not pull the trigger, because I know I'm going to buy it one day, so it's on my bucket list. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and feel free to leave comments, and I will talk to you later. Peace!
Boy watching.
Yeah. Okay.
My new man, don't listen.